stop. There ain't a day goes by when my revenge ain't on. I'm a karma target from dusk till dawn. Every minute searching for revenge. Don't live on love because it's all been spent. Did every time from New York City. I was in Detroit when it was hitting big, but stinking rat out of Chicago. Just rodents dying from some fucking disease. Payback is a bitch. Payback is a bitch. Payback is a bitch. Payback is a bitch. Payback's a bitch. Payback's a bitch.
All right, more dough.
You ready for some rock and roll?
We're the Quireboys, and you're watching Rockpills.
Everybody, come on! We're the Quireboys! I said we're the Quireboys! And this is rock and roll!
The whole thing changed, you know, and what can you do? So you've got to move with the times, haven't you?
Turn around! Yeah, I see.
The main problem was people, you know, the younger generation thought music was free. The generation who were buying those albums aren't perhaps buying the same records as they were. So you had that divide. But you can't give in. You know, music has to survive.
We're one of the bands that, in a way, is almost benefited from, you know, the collapse of a lot of the music industry. You know, like when we did Well Oiled, you know, there was all this effort put into making a record, and then the record company don't do anything with it, and then it's the album sort of dead in the water.
Bust.
You know, so now we make our own. You know, we do everything ourselves. We know how many records we're going to sell. We know how much, you know, how much money it should make, and we run every part of the business.
We give business
ourselves.
But I think
and we've always been a live band, so it didn't affect us. A lot of bands have fallen by the wayside because they weren't very good live. You know, they could sell a lot of records by having a big expensive video and all that kind of thing, but you can't hide behind it when all you have now is being able to play live. You've got to be good at what you do. I mean, we've always played live.
They release an album, there's so many, there's hardly any record shops left anymore. You know, you either buy them online, but I think a lot of people, when they come to the shows, they buy the CDs at the shows and we sign them for them, and you know, and we get to meet everybody, which is a great thing.
Also, people got the opportunity not to buy the full album, but to buy it track by track. So that, you know, that doesn't count as an album sale.
A lot of bands are making the same, maybe making the same amount of money as they were, even though you were selling like 1 million records. You probably owed the record company $1 million.
Yes.
You know, so you weren't actually making that much more money. It seemed like it was a much bigger thing. And yeah, there was probably in some places bigger crowds, and you're obviously selling a lot more records. But you're making a much more bigger percentage on what you sell now. You know.
In the past, the famous thing was Van Halen. I think they were getting 3 cents per album. You know, that was the famous thing back then. They had a lot of bands had some of the worst record deals ever and never got paid a penny. You know, so it's all different now. So if you are actually selling 1 million albums, you make a lot of money if you're not with one of the big corporations. You know, but then you haven't got it. Universal's got everything now.
Now it's all about engaging with your fans through the internet, through social media, and you get an idea of how many people are interested in what you're doing because you see how many followers you have. You know, you never had that years ago. You were just sort of guessing. We have the management, and then you make sure you have a good PR company that's putting the word out there for you. And then we just take care of the rest when we go out and play.
You've got to make things more attractive, more. You know, the fans are getting more content for what they're paying, and you know, it's I would say it's easier to do now because we're not hooked into owing a lot of money to a big record company.
There's no rules nowadays. There's no schedule you have to stick to because it's on a big record label.
Yeah.
We just put an album out whenever we want, within a short period of time if we want to. And like Paul said, you've got to make it something different.
Somebody likes to buy a CD and have 25 songs on it. You know, you like to have a CD with like 10 or 12 songs, 10, so you know that's on that, that's on that, that's on that, and you've got like something to look at. And plus, you know, that last album was like basically we had been playing for a long time, and we thought let's give the fans something that they would appreciate, you know.
Well, straight after this, we're going into recording a new acoustic album.
The good thing with the Quireboys is we can play any style of music if we want to. We can go in and it's such a good band. We can do whatever we want, from reggae to country to anything.
There's
and it still sounds like the Quireboys.
Y a continuación, nuestra agenda de conciertos. Domingo 29 de marzo, concierto recomendado por Rockpills, Robert John and the Wreck en el Gran Café. Lunes 18 de mayo, concierto recomendado por Rockpills de Statesboro Review en el Gran Café. Sábado 14 de marzo, Soul Jacket en el Plan B. 27 y 28 de febrero, segunda edición de la Revuelta Primate en 13 Moros. Domingo 31 de mayo, concierto recomendado por Rockpills, Jerry James Nichols en el Gran Café. Todo esto y mucho más en Rockpills.